So let's talk about Lando Norris, because what a comeback he has put together, and he has done so in a slightly under the radar manner. He was facing a 35 points deficit to Oscar Piastri, and a part of it was a result of the DNF he suffered due to a PO failure. Now, since then, since that particular race in Zandvoort, Lando Norris has not finished behind Oscar Piastri even once. In every race, in every occasion, he has finished ahead, and bit by bit, he has been able to cut down the gap to his teammate, and right now he is leading the championship. To add to this, I don't think a lot of people are realizing the kind of weekend he put together in Mexican Grand Prix. Now, in that particular race, when Lando Norris crossed the checkered flag, he was around 40 seconds ahead of Oscar Piastri. Yes, he was 40 seconds ahead of a teammate of the caliber of Oscar Piastri. Now, that is the kind of gaps that we are habitual of seeing from Max Verstappen against his teammates, who tend to not have the same spec car as the world champion. And that kind of weekend is what I'd say something champions put together. Now, with that being said, I think the last 5 races, and even in general in the second half of the season, there's one thing that has been quite clear, and that is the fact that Lando Norris, in his own way, he has proved a lot of critics wrong, including me, by the way, because early in the season, the kind of demeanor and the kind of package that Lando Norris had put together, it raised a lot of questions, even for me. Even I felt that the Lando Norris that we had at that time, he was going to lose to Oscar Piastri. He was making a lot of errors. You could not rely on Lando to put together the final qualifying lap. He messed up a lot of them. Then he also complained about not being comfortable with the car. And then you had the incidents in Canada. I mean, that's just not on. That's something you don't expect from a driver that is fighting for the title. Now we're in the second half of the season, and well, first of all, the errors they've minimized to a large extent. Now his pole position lap was quite sensational. And you can also say that Lando now, he does not let things get to his head. He's not going into every weekend thinking that he has to win every time. He's more or less now starting to adjust to what it means to fight for the title, and every race he tries to take as it comes. As a result, what we are seeing right now is a more competent package and a driver who is slowly learning what it means to fight for the title. I think we also last season, Lando almost suffering a bit of an imposter syndrome, where he was not able to put his foot down and grab the championship by the scruff of its neck. This time around, he's doing that, but he's doing it in his own way. Now, does that mean he's the favorite for the championship? Now, in my view, I think I'd still give it to Max. But the way Lando is going, at least in terms of him being one of the top talents on the grid, I think he's slowly cementing his position as one of the better drivers on the current Formula 1 grid. So yeah, that's my take. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section.